Welcome and what's up everybody, this is Balkan and in this video, me and a good friend, I will introduce you to him in a bit, we are doing a new podcast. The podcast is called now the CryoCast. Yeah, we was thinking about doing a podcast and yeah, the name was special, why we call it the CryoCast, we can tell you this also in a bit and more, but first I want to introduce you to my friend and also EU PlayStation player. It's the
God's disciple, God's disciple. If you didn't catch that, it's God's disciple, by the way.
welcome God's disciple. So
Welcome, Balkan.
me and God's disciple will be in this podcast also the heads, the main people here. We will also maybe do let's say have guests here. And yeah, this is our first video about it, so I hope we will not fail. So yeah,
We
God's
probably
disciple.
will.
We probably will, of course. You know.
We probably will. We'll probably mess up.
Yeah, okay. So Gods, what should we start first?
Well, should we talk a little bit about what we're going to be doing in the podcast?
Okay, sure.
So for like the future, what sort of things we're gonna be uploading, what we're gonna be talking about, and what the whole point of the cast really is. To be honest, I mean, I think for me the main thing why it would be good for us to do a cast is it's good to bring other YouTubers in, like Balkan mentioned before. It'd be good to have some guests on so we could talk about things which is going on at the moment. Not only just DC related, but we could talk about other things outside other games. Just a real chance to bring some other of the community and some other of the YouTubers together. But more importantly, just so you can get to know us a bit more, just so we can have a bit laugh and just really show you what we're all about, really.
Nice, you said it good, man. In such nice English accent, man. I will fail so hard when I said everything what you said. But yeah, okay. So
This is my YouTube accent. This is my
yes.
posh voice.
Well, I can try also to give my best and talk in a nice English accent, but this is not really possible because I'm a bloody
No,
foreigner.
We don't want that. We want double penetration.
Oh, that penetration, you think it's back, huh? Maybe, you know. We don't know.
Balkan, tell me about the new 52 Batman.
Okay, my sister. No, I'm joking. The new 2 Batman is the best Batman. Yeah, legend character. But should we talk about him? I think everyone knows.
No.
So yeah.
Everybody knows. Everyone's checked the video, Balkan.
Yeah.
Everybody knows.
I know. New 2 Batman, the best Batman. So let's talk about the name reclaim first. So tell us in the comments, guys, if you got your name, which you wanted to get, but it was taken. And yeah, did you have any experience since the name reclaim God's disciple? Any funny name you got or something?
Oh, well, not me personally, but I've seen some funny names in the chat that's come about. And I know you've got one of them. Now, everybody knows from watching Balkan's channel that he likes WWE. And I thought to myself, right, what's going on at the moment? What's the vines which are out? And it's Randy Orton. And everybody loves the RKO out of nowhere. So I was thinking to myself, right, I might make Randy Orton. But then I look in the PvP chat, and who do I see? Randy Orton. And Balkan, would you care to tell me who's got that name?
Me! RKO out of nowhere!
So, if you ever see in PvP chat on the EU, Randy Orton saying RKO out of nowhere, you now know who it is. Sorry to expose you like that, Balkan, but as soon as that RKO comes out of nowhere, I know it's going to be you.
And if you want to buy this name, 50 million in-game cash.
50 million?
Nah,
That's too cheap. That's too cheap. 100 mil. 100 mil.
100 mil. Yeah, 100 mil. Exactly. I need the money, I just have name it. But also,
100
yeah,
mil on an Nimbus.
I also got a couple funny names. I got Jean-Claude Van Damme, I got Pokemon and Mewtwo, Charizard. Which one I got too? I got
All the Pokemon names.
yeah, just two, Charizard and Mewtwo. And the best name in the game, I got it on the U PlayStation server. It is the Godfather. This is a OP beast name. So with this name, I'm the boss. But I'm not using the character. So, but yeah, I'm just.
Is it just level 3 characters you made,
Exactly.
or did you actually?
Level 3. I don't Man, I don't rename it. Of course not. No, no.
Oh no,
I
you
say
can't rename.
I save the names. I don't want to see anyone else comes to the Godfather. What? No, no, no. I am this Godfather.
Yeah, but the funny thing is like you're never ever gonna log on to those characters. You might log on to the Randy Orton one, but I very much doubt it that I'm going to see Charizard in PvP chat.
But yeah, with this people now, I have the name. If they want it, guys, 100 million for the names, no problem.
You're just trying to make money. That's what you're trying to do,
Of
Balkan.
course, of course. Nah, we're just joking. So yeah, that's with the name reclaim. But I seen also in the PvP chat, like the US server, I have the 5v5 chat. There were very funny names. One guy was called just you, and he types, and I was thinking, is this me typing? No, I didn't type this, And then I see a guy called your mom, your dad. I'm like, wow, these guys are funny. And then you see a lot of fake guys, faking couple YouTubers or other players, make them look bad. Or what a lot of people now on the EU PlayStation server, you can also have special symbols in the name, and a couple people have not the original name because they can't get it, and then they're a bit famous on the EU PlayStation on the PvP scene, and they can't get their name, and then someone steal it and say, I have the name, and then yeah, bad, they can't get the original name. So this is a bit sad about the name reclaim. So
yeah, I suppose that goes quite nicely onto that about with the what they're doing with the crossplay, which they announced last week about the names being shared across the server, so like the EU PC and the EU PS. Because I wanted to get the name GD just for an alt, because obviously that's what I go by on my YouTube. But when I went to make it, they because somebody on the PC server had already got it, I basically couldn't make it. So that kind of goes nicely onto that, really, which I think we should talk about just in case people haven't realised why they can't get the name yet.
Yeah, exactly. But also the thing before someone asks, the crossplay server, a lot of people ask me, yeah, EU and US can play together. No, it's not US and EU. They will still be split. The only thing what we will, oh sorry, look, I failed already. What we can do is playing together the PlayStation players with the PC player, but Europe is split from the US. So that means EU PS, EU PC just, and on the other side US PS and US PC. So that's the thing.
Let's be honest though, how much would you have loved to fight some people from the US server? Like I know you got the chance against Super Patriot. Was it Super Patriot you fought against?
Yeah.
Or was it Nimbus?
That was a long time ago. I was fighting against Patriot.
Yeah.
Orbit was fighting against Nimbus. I should actually fight Nimbus, but yeah, he was fighting Orbit and it was okay.
Do you care to remind me who won?
You can watch the video, guys. Check out my channel. You can write US server versus EU server.
Plug in. You're plugging your channel on your own channel.
Of course, man. I mean, you can do this too. I'm smart, Nah, if I say now who won, it will be win. But nah, okay, let's say Orbit won against Nimbus long time ago, yeah, and I won against Patriot. It was good matches. Good job.
For life. EU for life.
Yeah.
Woo! Pick up the EU. You beasted them. Let's be honest. You beasted them.
I just beasted one of them.
Oh yeah.
But we beasted them, if you mean this, yeah. But before any hate comes from the US server, guys, I don't mean EU is the best server or we all can beat. But I know we are strong. Of course, I have to stand for my EU server. I come from the EU server. I come from the Europe. I am Eastern European, so I have the European. So yeah, anyway.
Yeah, good game and all that, but beasted.
Yeah, beasted.
No, I'm joking. No, it would have been good for the EU PS and the US PS to go together in like the crossplay, because I mean, let's be honest, both of our servers, they're real PvP servers. I mean, when you think of the PC servers, they're all good players on there. And you've got your big leagues on there. You've got like Odyssey. But when you think of PvP, you definitely think of our server and the US server. You think of your leagues like Team Awesome, Gravity, and then you think on the US server, you've got like Soldiers Alike, Crown Me King, Disqualified, Gameplay. You've got all these good leagues, which when they would have come together, if they'd have done it, it would have just been disastrous how much beef there would have been, to be honest. But the games that would have been absolutely epic. And I know you would have loved it in your 2v2s and your 1v1s because you're a little bit of a monster of that Balkan, aren't you? As we can see from the last video you uploaded.
Yeah, we fight against noobs. This is what people say in the comments. Nah, I have to say we also lost a couple matches, but okay, we lost against you guys, so this is the good thing. Nah, yeah, we lost. It was our first team up, to be honest, and that was also the day when we talked about, hey, you have a channel, I have a channel, let's do a podcast together. So this is how it comes.
We took a bit of time to get going, didn't we? We started off getting our faces smashed in, but in the end, I think we came strong.
Yeah, at the end, yeah. And also, we had problems with the name. But before, guys, I want to ask you, we stay and stick with the CryoCast. But he was for the CryoCast. I say, let's do the PhotonCast. But he said, no, PhotonCast, it sounds like... I say, come on, it's cool. Photon Blast, PhotonCast. Tell me in the comments what you think. Don't worry, we stay with the CryoCast, God's Disciple. Don't worry.
Well,
Don't worry.
now, if people want change, I'm open to it. But I was just thinking, with us both being gadgets, the CryoCast kind of flows a little bit better, but I'm open to change. I'm happy. If other people would want it to be a little bit different, then I'm happy with that, Balkan. I know it would make you happy if we could go for the Photon Blast cast, but
no, Photon Blast. It's okay, CryoCast. I'm now stick with it. Perfect, we stay. Never mind. Let's change subject.
No looking back. No looking back.
No looking back. It is how it is. Okay. So what's the next subject? So what we're talking about now? The Valentine's event. You want to say something about it? Did you already tested it?
I got to be honest. I haven't been on it yet. I know there's been quite a few YouTubers which have been uploading videos, but I've seen a lot of mention actually of the Valentine's race and people interrupting the race, mainly villains interrupting the hero race. Have you heard anything about that?
Yeah, I not only heard about it, I also feel it. I mean, I go there on the PvP phase, I go on the point.
Have you?
Yeah, I go on it, stay on it. You need 30 seconds to stay on the point, then starts the race. So you wait 30 seconds, and then this is the time. You are exactly doing the race next to the villain spawn place. There is a warp rally for them. And yeah, what to say? They come out, kill you, even if you kill them. Just let's say 10 seconds, they're out again, jump on you, and you have to stay there 30 seconds. This is a bit hard to do the race. The thing what I did personally is go to the PvE phase. They can't attack you, but still they can knock you away when you touch the middle of the warp rally, and then you get the blast and you blow up away, like if you go to a police station as a villain or in a nightclub as a hero. The security just kick you away. So this is what I do personally as a tip. Maybe they will fix it, but you do this. Start the race, fly away, let's say for 25 seconds. And when you see it says 5, 4, 3, go quick into the middle and then start doing the race. So this is how it personally helped me.
See, they've got to change that though, haven't they? I can't believe they didn't think about that when they first brought that race out, because all that's going to happen is people are just going to complain about it. And if you've got to find different ways to actually do the race without getting interrupted by a villain, then they've got to change that. I haven't even done the race, and like the amount of people I've seen complaining about it, they're bound to change it, aren't they? They've got to.
Yep, this is annoying, man.
But no, I haven't done much of the Valentine's event, to be honest. It was when I first started playing. I started playing properly after the first Valentine's event. And I've heard that when you go into the instance, you play as Cupid, don't you?
What do you mean?
Was that the original one when you were like the angel with the wings and you had to
Nah, they changed it completely. Now it has nothing to do with the angels. I remember I was doing the first time. It was the first Valentine's event when you was playing it as angel, but they changed it completely. It has to do now something with star sapphires. When you you have to go to Gotham. You accept the mission at Hal Jordan at the Eastern Police Department. Then you go outside to Gotham, and you have to collect 5 crystals. You're fighting against goons from Mr. Freeze. What is also a bit weird. Okay, I can understand. Valentine's event, Star Sapphires, but Mr. Freeze, what have he?
Yeah, what's he doing there?
Maybe his, frozen wife, Nora,
Oh
cold,
yeah.
cold heart. Now I'm thinking, yeah, this is what it could be. But yeah,
I
I was.
always I always forget about that. Whenever I think of Mr. Freeze, I always think of Arnold Schwarzenegger in the Batman films.
Yeah, oh, that was hilarious, man. When they,
Stay
when,
cool.
yeah, when they start the movie, man, and they do what? What are they doing? Not skating on ice. How is this called, man?
Ice
Yeah,
skating. Yeah, no, you got it
ice
right.
skating. Yeah, ice skating. That was kind of funny, seeing Batman and doing this. And then what's also the movie when Batman uses his credit card and said Batman Forever and something. I mean, that are the good old trashy movies. I mean, still nice to watch if you have a laugh.
Oh yeah, I love the Dark Knight films, but then when you watch like an old classic Batman film like that, you just everything is perfect. Like especially with what's his name, Jim Carrey as the Riddler. That guy could not have played a better role ever. He was so funny in it.
I
Just
mean,
this,
he could also play the Joker, man. So good he was, man. He was funny. He could play Riddler, Joker, perfect.
yeah. Oh, bring back the old days, man, of those films.
But if you watch them now, you think they're trashy. But when we was watching it for the first time, they was actually very good. So it might be possible. Let's say in 15 years we watch The Dark Knight, we will say, "Oh, this movie is not good. Oh, look how old." Like the same, And who knows what is gonna be for us in the future? Would imagine what for effects. I mean, if you watch movies today, how good they are, the effects from the other movies. Let's say, did you watch Avengers, for example? Any Marvel movies was
Yeah.
also very good. You mean the Avengers with the effect, man? When the aliens come, I was like, "Wow, man! Look at this graphics, everything." I mean, even today, even with console games, man, a couple PlayStation 4 games or
Yeah.
PC games, what a
I
nice
think
graphic they got
I
today.
think the big one for me with effects wise, I can remember watching like the Star Wars films and even like recent Star Wars films and just being like, wow, these graphics are epic. And then when you watch a film nowadays, you're like, and then you watch back like the original Star Wars or something, and you look back and it's like you can almost imagine like the wire hanging down, like holding up like the planet sort of thing. It's crazy how far it goes along, and I'm sure it's something that we'll come to realize when it comes to games as well. I mean, can you remember playing like the old James Bond GoldenEye game on the Nintendo? Did you ever play that one?
I played one, it was on the GameCube with four friends. It
No. Balkan, don't tell me you haven't played GoldenEye on the Nintendo 64.
No, I didn't play it, sorry.
No,
No.
Balkan. Right,
I
end
p-
the podcast. Podcast is done. No, I'm not doing it this time. I'm leaving.
Nah.
Everyone, honestly, Balkan, you are going to get some hate comments in the chat now. I cannot
Hey,
believe you have not played Balkan, not played James Bond GoldenEye with the square heads. I can't believe that.
man, I don't know how old I was when I played 64, man. I think I was maybe 9, 8, 10, man. I was not into James Bond. That was the time when I was into Pokemon, Digimon, and Super Mario. I was not into James Bond. So I
Uh,
don't know. Nah,
oh.
I was too young for James Bond. I was too young for
Well,
James Bond.
I've got to be honest, Balkan, mate. I've lost a lot of respect for you, and I think a lot of people have as well. I'm struggling to process it, mate. I'm not going to lie. I'm struggling to process that you haven't played GoldenEye. Everybody's played GoldenEye.
Maybe I played, I just can't remember. Who knows?
That's bad enough on its own. That is bad
How can
enough.
you forget this name? How can you just did it more worse, man?
Oh
I
man.
try to help myself just to choose an excuse. Maybe played, I forget. No, Balkan. You failed more and more. Facepalm to the death.
Let's move on, Balkan. Let's
Let's
move
move on. Yeah, we
on.
come to the wrong subjects. Valentine's when also what is coming. Um, you in are not coming. It is already there. You are going into an instance and fight Mr. Freeze. And yeah, the one thing I dislike is, but a couple of people like it because you don't finish it that fast. You get debuffed, same like in the Christmas event, if you remember it, when you fight
Oh yeah,
Lafleys.
yeah.
This is an annoying thing. I don't really like it. I mean, I grind the gear, I want to beast this and get the marks. Okay, for the first time I can't understand. Beat it on a harder way, but if you do it over and over, I mean, I call my supply drops just two are popping, just two are coming, not five.
Yeah.
or orbital strike is just onto everything on 2, so this is one thing I dislike a bit. But that all it is a funny thing. But I missed the first Valentine when the first one with the fat angel. When you turn into a fat angel, it was hilarious. It was
Yeah, I
hilarious.
can. Can you remember when everyone was absolutely calling for the back? Was it the what was the style? Was it? I can't think of the name.
Angelic.
Angelic, that's the one. Can you remember people were asking for years for that back just to finish the style because that was the only you could get it in that Valentine's event. I can remember how happy everybody was when that back was finally released as like a random drop. I think it was in like the
Nightclub. Tituzu. No,
yeah,
3, yeah.
yeah, when that was released, everybody got so happy about it.
Yeah, I remember this.
But I'm not sure how I feel about all this with the buffing, like especially in PvP as well, with the boost in like the obviously the lower level guys and the lower geared guys up to the same sort of scratch or just like a little bit below. I think what you said is perfect really. It's like you grind your gear and you put all those hours in and then suddenly someone who's just popped onto the game on an ult or has literally just come into the game is at virtually exactly the same playing field as you are. I mean, especially in PvP, you can quite easily go into like a pub game like we did yesterday and not see a massive difference. I mean, if you look at the scoreboard after our games we had, like my damage was the same as yours, if not, and sometimes a little bit more, sometimes a little bit less,
Hmm.
and I didn't even have any PvP gear on. It's good for like the new guys, but again, it's that classic I've been playing since beta player saying in me saying it feels a bit unfair if you know what I mean.
I understand it completely. I mean, before the last time it was Elemental Android, when everyone was not the same strong. I mean, when you was really powerful if you have the gear and the mods on it. I mean, the thing is, I was grinding Elemental Android to be on the top as everyone else, so I'm not struggling. Oh, I have noob gear, but now you queue in. The only thing why I want the Gotham Knight gear is for the 50, how much? 50 feet points, and that's it. So there
Yeah.
is not other big reason for me to grind it. That's the only thing I
Yeah,
care about.
I reckon you can quite easily, like, if you were going to go into a scrimmage match, I reckon if you went in there under geared, I don't think it would be obvious unless somebody pointed it out. And that kind of is a downside to it, to be honest. I mean, it's good that you can get more people involved, and it's good that when you are fresh to the game, you're not going in thinking, "Oh, I'm getting my head smashed in there. I'm not ever going into that again." For that side of things, it's good, but for the more competitive side of it, the side where you want to go in and feel like you've got the advantage if you are overgeared, that's kind of gone. And
Like,
I don't know. It kind of feels like it's taken a bit of a buzz away from it. But don't get me wrong. In the bigger picture, it is a good idea, and it is going to help a lot of people out,
it
which is
is.
the most important thing.
It is. It just feels unfair because it was not since the start. Since the start, it was should be at the begin like this and not change it. It changes for a lot of players, and this is also a reason why a lot of players left the game. I mean, people are saying DC is dying because of this. I say always DC will never really die. It is free to
No.
play. Also, new players are always coming. New players. It is possible that players are leaving that are playing for a longer time, but no, DC will always have enough players, and no one should ever worry about DC will die one day. If they die, maybe in 10, 20 years, I don't know, man. When more MMOs are coming out on the PlayStation, because also this is a thing on the PlayStation, there are not a lot big choice to play other MMOs, so that's why DC is always on the top with it.
Yeah, I mean, if you think about it, it's always going to be hard for a game to improve and get better when you come in as a fresh game, especially as DC did on like the console platform. It was one of its kind really at that time. It was one of the only MMOs on the console, and I think what people are struggling to understand is that it's maybe not the game that's dying, it's maybe the community as we know it is dying. Like you said, I mean, I reckon DC is going to be around for a very, very long time, and they're always bringing out DLCs. They're always making these changes to make it more interesting for the new players. I mean, if you think about it, if the game's still going in 5 years' time, are me and you really going to be there?
I don't
If
know.
not, and but not only that, like if we're not there, there's going to be a new Balkan. There's going to be a new God Disciple, which is uploading to YouTube. I think what people struggle to come to terms with is that the well-known names that we know are going, but we will always be replaced by other people who will become well-known players. And I think when they look at it and they say that the game is actually growing, it's true, but it's whether they can retain the players. Because I think what maybe happens quite a lot is a lot of the fresh blood get to level 30 and don't really know what to do after that. And I think that's a big thing for a lot of the fresh people who maybe come on who don't have any friends that play the game or maybe haven't checked out on YouTube. So I suppose we can look back at if we were to quit in the future, we could look back and say, well, we've uploaded these videos to help people out, and I'd hope that people would still check out in the future even after I go. As long as it helps people, that's all that matters, really, isn't it?
Yeah, when we leave and become legends.
Yeah, we become legends. When there's a new Balkan Legends character. I've seen the picture you made, Balkan.
Yeah, it looks cool Photoshop. I will later, if for the people that are listening, come to my Twitter or yeah, my Twitter is Balkan Let's Play, and I will up. Yeah, man, come. I want to show the people. So we talk about the picture and they can see it. So I give them a way to show them a way to see it. I will put it if I found it still and upload it on Twitter so you can see it. Balkan is a legend character, very funny.
Follow at God Disciple DC. Follow God Disciple at DC.
Don't worry, Disciple. I will give you. You will have the chance to say your YouTube, Facebook, whatever, everything, man. Don't worry.
Right, I suppose really then the last thing to really talk about in this podcast is the new DLC, really, isn't it? The Amazon Fury Part 2.
Exactly. What is coming out on the which one is it? Tuesday. Actually, we will upload this video on Wednesday, so it will be out already.
Yeah, so it's well, it's hard, isn't it, to talk in the past. So if we're talking past wise, it came out for early access yesterday. That's right, isn't it? Because it's the third and it's the second. Oh my god, this is frazzling my brain.
Yeah, it came out yesterday.
It came out yesterday, so I can't really tell you what's happened in it so far because it's come out tomorrow, but yesterday, if that makes sense.
Exactly.
But yeah, basically, Amazon Fury Part 2. I'm sure everybody's seen the picture of the three-headed dog. Have you seen it, Balkan?
No.
You haven't seen it?
I didn't see anything from the DLC. Nothing. I'm sorry, guys. I didn't see anything.
Have you seen the Have you seen that? Have you seen any Harry Potter films?
Yes, all of them.
Have you? Have you seen the three-headed dog?
Yes.
When they go into the bank, it looks exactly like that.
Really? Cool.
Yeah, it's got like a proper name, but I can't remember it. I'm rubbish at that sort of thing. When I first started playing DC, I just came on to just like burn stuff and fly around. I weren't really up with the whole DC lingo. But yeah, it does look awesome. It does look very good. I personally haven't played very much of Amazon Fury Part 1. I know that's kind of bad to say, but I haven't played very much of it, only because since I've really been back to DC, I've just been PvPing. But from the videos I've seen from other YouTubers, like Balkan, the first Amazon Fury looked really good. And wait, I'm getting confused now. The one that came out, that wasn't Amazon Fury, was it? It was the one before it. Amazon Fury was
Amazon Fury Part 1. This is Amazon Fury Part 2 now.
Yeah, Part 1. Which was Part 1 again? That was what was in Part 1?
In Part 1 you had the T4 alert, you had the duo, and you had
what am I on about? I'm talking about the most recent DLC. What was that one? It was the
the most recent. That was the Dying of Light. I mean War of the Light, yeah.
Yeah, scratch that. That's the one I haven't played. But no, the Amazon Fury Part 1, that was good. That was with when you went into the alert and you had to fight Cersei at the end, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that DLC was really good for me. I enjoyed grinding the gear on that one. It was good with the duos and the alert and the raid as well. That was all good. But yeah, I haven't heard very much about Amazon Fury Part 2 other than seeing like the picture. So I haven't really got very much to say about it, to be honest. But as always, with any DLCs that come out, it's always good to get used to it. And I'm sure all the YouTubers in the community will be uploading videos, which will have guides. They'll have all the feats on there. So make sure you check out all the other YouTubers as well with DC. Awkward silence.
Awkward silence. So yeah, I think that was, by the way, all subjects. Anything else you want to talk about? You want to leave? Say, or say something about you and your channel, I mean, because yeah, you can push with the car at your channel, maybe just a little bit.
I'm not gonna selfishly plug my channel, but if people do want to subscribe to me, that'd be very appreciated. I try and upload some videos which are good for everyone to watch. I probably say I don't upload videos all the time, which are, say, like your information-based videos. I try and upload PvP games, loadouts, and tips really, which are to do with me, not just necessarily what are going to get views, if you know what I mean. I sort of just upload what I'm doing at the time, and also do a nice. Well, I've started doing a series called DCO Discussion, where just a little bit like a podcast, really, where I just talk about things which are going on at the time. So I've uploaded a couple of videos. One was about the population of the server, and in that video I mentioned about the possibility of a crossplay, which is it's good that they've sort of worked based on that and other feedback which has been given. And also I uploaded a video about giving feedback to GMs and how you should do it. So if you'd like a little bit of advice about that or are interested to listen, then please subscribe to my channel.
Okay then, with this, that was it. So, can you please tell us, how is your channel called? What is your Twitter? Or if you have Facebook, Google Plus, whatever, Instagram, whatever you have. Say now, your stuff.
Okay, so my YouTube is just simply God's Disciple Online, but you can just search God's Disciple DCO and that will bring it up. My Twitter is at God's Disciple DC. And to be honest, I am on Facebook, but I normally leave that as more of like a private thing for my friends to talk to me on DC. So you're best to reach me on Twitter. Or if you subscribe to me, you can leave a comment for me. Plug again.
Perfect. So, perfect. Okay, now just mine. If you want to see more from Balkan, some more love of me, just write on YouTube Balkan Let's Play and you will find me easy. I hate, when... You know how is my channel, the link called Balkan Gangsta 92, man.
Oh, do you know what that I actually went onto your channel yesterday, and that was the first time that I've seen this Balkan Gangster.
I really dislike it. I mean, I was very young, I was stupid, but yeah, never mind.
Have you ever thought to yourself? Oh no, don't stop me. I was gonna say, have you ever thought to yourself about making a new account because of that? Because I was
thinking about, but now I got so many subscribers. I mean, for me, it is a lot. 12,000. Yay!
Yeah. See, I reckon if we made a new channel now, I don't reckon we'd get sort of half the subscribers. It's a lot of effort for people to click subscribe on a new channel.
Exactly. I think I should do this at the beginning. Yeah. But now it's a bit too late.
Well, it doesn't matter.
And yeah, you can also find me on Facebook. I have a site, it's called Balkan Let's Play, and you can find me on Twitter at Balkan Let's Play. So if you have questions, you can ask me them. Yeah, best way is on Twitter. You just message me directly. If no, how do you message on Twitter? If you write at Balkan Let's Play and then ask a question, yeah, and then I will see it. It will be in public. This is how Twitter works. I'm still not big into Twitter, sorry guys.
Or they can send you a private message as well.
Yeah, but I have to follow them as well. This is
right, okay. That means you're gonna have to follow everyone.
Exactly.
Sorry, Balkan.
Okay, I have to follow all of you guys. And if someone is mean, I will unfollow you. Can't talk to me anymore. Nah. As well, if
you'll block us like Smile.
Beep beep. Don't say the name of Voldemort.
Oh yeah.
Call him Voldemort. Nah. Voldemort.
The one who shouldn't be named.
Yeah. And also you can leave a comment. And if you have questions to me, I try to answer a lot, but I have to say one bad thing. I mean, if I log into the game, I got a lot of tells and people type me, hey Balkan, why you ignore me? I mean, I'm not ignoring you. See, I write /R, try to respond, and then someone else type already, and then I send it to the wrong guy. So, I'm sorry guys. I mean, it's hard to respond.
I'm not famous enough for that yet, unfortunately. I log on.
I hope
I might
I hope
have
for
one
you one
message.
day. I hope for you one day. I'm not saying, "Oh, Balkan, I'm famous." This is how it is. I got subscribers a lot, and they play also DC, and that's it. I mean, the best thing is really if you really want to contact me, and if I'm also in a good mood, I will answer you. Just ask me in the comments, good questions, and yeah, that's it.
Cool. Well, also, guys, make sure you do leave us some feedback about the video and the podcast that we're doing. I appreciate probably on this occasion it might not have been as fluid as what it will be in the future. This is really the first time for me and Balkan doing this together, so there's going to be times when it maybe doesn't flow as smoothly as it will do in the future. I mean, we want to make a podcast which isn't too information based, so we're not just going to be sit here reading off the forums about what they're going to do. We want to bring a bit of humor into a bit of outside of the game into it as well. So if you do have any feedback, guys, please do let us know in the comment section below. The way we're going to do it is alternate between channels. So this week we'll upload it onto Balkan's channel, and then next week we'll upload it onto my channel. So it's going to work on that sort of format. But like I said before, guys, if you do have any feedback or any comments, any suggestions of things that you would like us to really put in the podcast, then just let us know.
Okay, guys, that was it. I hope you enjoyed this video. See ya, take care, and
Are we going to do it? Are we going to do it? Are we going to do it now?
do it.
Three, two,
Two,
one.
one.
Percy! What you make me do? Oh!
Yes, I have it. Nah. We need Nimbus here.
Put it in, it's fine, put it in.
Hmm?
Put it in, it's fine, put it in.
Okay, we can do it again. See ya, take care, and 3, 2, 1, Percy!
Percy!
We need to invite Nimbus. Okay, guys, take care, have fun. Thanks for watching.